Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, February 22nd, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a fairly good day today. We had, I think about $5,000 in open trade profits that we carried over the weekend. And then this morning, the Dow just took off screaming, and not too long after the open, we had about 12,000 in open trade equity. Unfortunately, we had one of those days, even with the Dow screaming like this, that our open trade sunk. And by the time we got out, we had $2,300 positive in profit. So that was a little bit disappointing. We had a trade in Degas that just fell apart right at the worst possible moment, and that cost us some money. Anyway, still, we did make a profit getting out this morning. We got into a whole pile of positions, 20 total, and again, when the Dow was up here at this peak, we were up about $12,000. That did pull back, and we are currently holding about $8,000 in open trade going into tomorrow. Well, I'm not complaining about that, but at the same time, 20 positions are a lot of positions, and $8,000 can dissolve quickly. So I just hope we have some good follow through tomorrow. I have a pretty good feeling about this market today. It feels pretty good. You notice we got through a second red line here without coming back under below it. So I think this market is pretty strong, but you never know. I'm going to call it up, but I'm just a little bit hesitant about it, I guess. I'll show you some of the stuff. We had quite a few good trades today. This first one is in BITA, and what I like about this trade is that the market pulled back really nicely for us to get into it. If it hadn't pulled, if we bought it up here, we really wouldn't have had any profits. Pulled back and we bought it right here, and then it started to climb and closed almost on the high. We got $3,000 there in BITA. Another decent trade we had was in NAV and Navistar, and we got into that right away. Big move here, really strong, and we're holding $2,500 in profit in Navistar. And finally, the really big trade we had today was in EYES, which is Second Sight Medical Products. And look at this huge bar. That single 15-minute bar comes pretty close to representing the entire range for the day. It was interesting. It was a little hard getting into this with my personal money and my manual trading, because I got to jump in here at the market, and this thing was moving, and I got slipped some on that. But in my managed accounts, which I have on full automation, they actually got positive slippage, if you can believe it, on this huge run up here. Anyway, it was a big trade. It made new highs for the last 45 minutes of the day and ends up closing up $6,000. That's $6,000 in open trade in Second Sight Medical Products. Looks really good. So we had a decent day. Could have been better, but we still had a decent day. We just need some follow through tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Tuesday.